Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's reading. While these readings are valid for whenever you come to them, I did want you to show you the tarot cards I'm going to be using for this one. This one's the Awakened Tarot. There's a website on the back. It doesn't really give the creator, and the book is stuck. So I will give you the website though, myryve.com. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. For the Oracle cards, supportive Oracle cards, I will be using You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website on this one, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A is an apple, U is an umbrella. And in case you're interested, the dice I use are just regular game dice. In case you're interested, I got them on Amazon. Not that I show the dice very often, but sometimes people ask me where the dice are from. They're metal dice from online. And that's what they look like. Alright. And now on to your reading. Hello, Virgo. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. Alright, so I already shuffled. I'm doing this in a different format. So, what do we have for Virgo? We got a lot of pentacles. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. I don't think this is odd that Virgo puts a lot of effort and work into certain things. There's something that you do put a lot of effort in, but emotionally, you may be a little detached from. I find this very curious. It's almost like whatever the emotional connection here, I feel like I just kind of back off from that. But I do participate in things, and I am a part of things, and I do put my effort in, but I just don't think too much about what people say. I don't think too much about how this one gets along with that one. I don't think too much about how this person feels about me. I don't let myself think about, how much I think about this other person, or I just detach. I'm just like, you know what, I'm here, I'm a part of this, but for now at least, and it feels like this might have been going on for quite a while, I just emotionally detach from it because of whatever reason. I feel very emotionally detached, which it's not like it's a bad thing. In the same turn, though, it's not like it's a good thing either. It's not good or bad. It's just, maybe it's just what's required at this time, especially if this is a work situation. For a lot of you, I feel like it probably is a family situation. Could be any situation you're thinking of. It's a general read. Take it wherever it resonates. But also, by you staying emotionally detached, I feel like people don't seem to bother you. They just kind of watch you, but they're not trying to get in your way. And it feels like I just do what I need to do, and I just stay emotionally detached as much as I can, and it seems to work, or maybe it has worked for a while. On the same token, though, by being emotionally detached, I am starting to feel like I'm on the outside of things. Even if I'm flat out participating in these things, I still feel like I'm kind of on the outside with certain things. And this may be a moment where you're kind of thinking, maybe I want to start getting a little more involved with things within respect to the situation. You're making a decision at this point. Do I want to continue to feel on the outside and possibly feel like I'm even further outside? Or do I want to start moving into the situation and kind of getting more connected? But there's a reason, there's a risk to this. There's like a reason you haven't been. There's definitely a reason. Ace of Pentacles. And what is the other one? The Hanged Man, half in and half out. You're making a choice within the next couple months. You're either going to get closer to this situation, or you're really going to start emotionally detaching to the point where I just feel like I'm so detached, it doesn't even matter the first thought I'm getting is like it makes sense why you are handling it the way you currently are. It makes sense why you are where you are. It feels like for a reason like you had to do it the way you had to do it for a while. So I don't feel bad about being where you are, but I feel like if you continue this pattern, it's gonna start feeling worse than it does now. I feel like what they're saying is it's a better idea to get involved with this situation. You can just keep blocking it, but for some reason, if this reading is really hitting for you, it could be a work situation where you're just kind of like, I don't really connect to the people, but the job is fine, but I don't really connect to the people. Or maybe for some of you, maybe it is family, kind of like, I know how people are, and I don't want to get involved in drama, so I just kind of participate at the lowest level. That way I don't get pulled into any drama. It totally makes sense why you do what you do. But at this point, it's going to completely like go to the point where I'm barely like, I just show up, but I'm just like barely, I don't know how to explain this. Like I show up and I just do what I have to do. It's like showing up to a party, bringing some chips and dip, and then leaving an hour or two early, and just not. It's almost like even going to these parties and feeling like I don't really want to. I guess I just have to. I'm not really enjoying the connections anymore. I'm starting to wonder why I'm even participating. If it's a family thing, you may distance yourself even farther than you already have. If it's a work thing, I feel like this is making it so there's no happiness for it. You're just kind of like, I don't know, there's no happiness here. There is a foundation with this situation that keeps you involved in it. I don't think you're going to stop being involved with it totally, but it's almost like so bare minimum going forward if we keep going this path. Okay? Okay. So, if you decide to start moving yourself back into the rotation or back into the connections of this situation again, there's some things that have to be dealt with, and there's some unraveling of the devil. So you got the devil card on the dice, which is ironic because Virgo's an earth energy. The devil is an earth card. Sometimes talks about Capricorn. Capricorn is neither good nor bad. It just depends on the person. But it talks about taking apart problems or taking apart issues that have just been put up with, or just like, I keep getting the word complicit. Maybe we've been complicit with something. And it's kind of like something has to be addressed. Something has to be addressed that nobody wants to address. If you start moving back into the rotation, you start coming closer to this situation, it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away, but something is going to have to be addressed. If it's not addressed, I feel like your connection with the situation emotionally is going to end. I don't feel like it's physically going to end. Like you'll physically be there, but you're emotionally going to be gone from it. It's just going to be like, I've accepted it for what it is, and I'm done. It may not be like a conscious thought, but that's going to be like the outcome is where we're going. And I feel like you're not the only person who's handling it the same way. If you do deal with it, though, and it's going to be difficult either way is what I'm getting, you got really beautiful things coming forward and a lot more happiness coming out of this situation than you expect. Something has to be addressed. I feel like something has to be addressed that nobody wants to address. But it's almost like there's this person that's just a very negative energy, and everybody's just acting like it's okay. Nobody really wants to deal with it. Maybe nobody feels like there's anything that can be done with it. But once it starts being brought forward and it starts getting hashed out, that's where things can really change. And it's almost like addressing it going, we're all staying away from each other because this one bad egg. Because that one bad egg stinks so bad, it's so rotten that it stinks so bad that it just can't even bear to be in the house. And because we can't bear to be in the house, we all just avoid each other. But if we deal with this egg and we take care of it, we at least put it in a container and clean out the house and air it out. Maybe we can't get rid of it, but it's still there, but we've contained it. We can enjoy each other's company. We can deal with each other. and we can just address that this one egg is a bad egg. And things can get a lot better here. We're coming to this moment where it's coming to this moment where it has to be addressed, or it's just going to completely ruin the situation. For some reason, there's a moment, I feel like there's a moment coming forward that has to be addressed. There's a moment coming forward that can either make or break the situation. Can we get a little bit more? Like, I feel like something is happening that's causing this moment. Because I don't feel like we can just, like, ignore it for a couple more years and decide to deal with it when we want to. I don't feel like we have that luxury. Something is coming forward. The Hermit card, which is your card, Virgo, and the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody else is bringing something forward. And there's a possibility for healing here. That Four of Swords, I don't see it out here, but I'm feeling it. Somebody's bringing, yeah, this was here too. So this kind of, there's a chance for healing here. Somebody's bringing forward information. Somebody is bringing forward an issue. Something is changing in this situation. With this situation, I don't think anybody has to choose sides, but it's going to seem like it, just to be fair. I don't think anybody has to choose sides, and I feel like we could just ignore that. If somebody pulls in this ultimatum, like you either ignore them completely or you come with me, but if you try to do both, I'm just not going to, I'm going to, disconnect from you, and you're not going to see me in your life anymore. Just ignore that. It will pass. There's some type of childish behavior coming at this, but it's more about the information coming in. There's a chance for healing here. There's a chance for things to go better. If you ignore this moment and you continue to play numb, that's going to be like, I feel like from this point on, you're just going to be numb for the rest of it. And I don't think that's what you really want. If you do engage it and you participate in the situation, whatever that means in this situation when it happens, that's where things can get really good. That's where addressing it for what it is heals and brings people more together. Whatever happens, I feel like it's going to cement the situation. This is another Earth card. This talks about Taurus sometimes. You don't have to be dealing with a Taurus person, but this is a very strong person that knows what they think, sticks with their principles, and once they've made up their mind, they stick with it, and that's that. That's just it. Once they make up their mind, they made up their mind. When this energy comes in, or whenever this is addressed, there's going to be a solidification like, okay, Virgo, you want to be out? Then you're out. Or it's going to be kind of like, okay, Virgo, you're ready to come back in? All right, then we'll slowly bring you back in. There's this energy here just kind of like, okay, that's where you are, then it's like they're looking to heal this situation, they're looking to fix it, and if you don't want to be a part of it, they're just going to be like, well, that's how it is from here forward, and that's just it. But if you're already trying to come back in, trying to heal things, trying to bring other people back in with you, very slowly but gingerly, whatever that means, I feel like things can heal. There's a possibility for this to get really strong. This connection, whatever this is that you've been like feeling numb to maybe, and you've kind of had the back seat or you stayed on the outside for a while, if you have the ability to get back in this situation and for it to be a beautiful thing that you actually want. Will it be perfect? No, but what is perfect? I mean, I'm sorry, but in this world, I really don't believe in perfect. I really don't. I just don't. I just feel like that's a fantasy. But it can be worthwhile. It can be worth the effort. It can be very fulfilling. It can be more good than bad. It can be worth the effort. I think we're there. Anything else with this? All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.